We have much to talk about. I'm just gonna say, based on what I've reviewed in the past few months, and it's funny how you guys called me a professor. One of my subscribers did. I don't know who you were, but today, whoever called me a professor, I have a lot to share what's around. And like, I was sitting in a space on X, okay? And yesterday was the Holocaust Day, the 27th, how 6 million Jews, right? I say X platform, it's a sample. It's a sample of people's behavior. It's not real life. It's a sample of people's thoughts. Like, what are they thinking and they're bringing to the table and things like that, I tell you. So I'll start from scratch. Okay, few months ago, my friend told me in local America that there's a scripture saying that, Muslims are the Antichrist and pastors are teaching it. And I'm like, you serious? Because I've never heard of that before. Then I let it go. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's probably just hate or something, right? So I let it go. Then I researched for myself, and unexpectedly, pastors were teaching that. That's one mystery. Okay. Then I sat with all these conference people that were Douglas Murray was invited to, and this host, she told me that this movement, I tell you, this movement that's up front, it's all about understanding the divide. So I sat in another space today, like yesterday on X, right? And just to monitor the conversation. It wasn't about politics. And I tell you, this guy named Albert, whoever he is, Albert, he has everybody's attention like never before. When I listen to the guy, and you just think for a minute, like, what is he talking about? Telling a Muslim that, okay, you have to support Hamas, you have to support Hezbollah or Nasrallah and all these places without having to understand what happened in the Muslim world, how our land's been damaged for so many years. Come on in, everybody. We have much to talk about, and I want to hear your opinion. It doesn't matter who are in this conversation. Trust me, it doesn't. But what I'm about to share will win your attention. So come on in slowly as you come in. So, yes, this guy, Albert, right? So he has everybody's undivided attention on X, like a big one. And people sit in his spaces like it's the biggest space in the world, monitor his information. And I feel like this half of this stuff I reviewed, it just never came to the table. And he has his own format to share, right? So he started sharing that he kicked me out of a space, and he literally told me, you're not a Muslim if you don't support Hamas or the Muslim Brotherhood and all these organizations. I'm like, why on earth would I do that? Have I lost it? He's like, you're no damn Muslim. You're a freaking Zionist because just because I went against it. And he's like, you're not a Zionist. You're a weirdo. And where are you from? So I'm just like, Albert, go sit in Albert's space. I'm going to post it in a minute. Anybody ever heard of him? But you wouldn't want to know this guy. So this guy, Albert on X, like I asked him, why on earth would I want to worship Hamas? I understand you don't like Jews, and then there were anti-Zionist Jews, whole bunch of them in the group who started cursing me out that you're no damn Muslim. Every Muslim needs to freaking support the Palestinian. You're no damn freaking Muslim. And then say to my face that Nasrallah, Hezbollah, Muslim Brotherhood, they're great. Salute and halt and really shows love to Hitler. I'm like, why would I do that knowing what happened in the Muslim world all these years, away from what Israeli Jews feel? Our lands have been corrupted by these weirdo political movements for years. Nice to meet you, Nick. Listen to the story. I'm going to post this guy. You would want to know this guy. He's too famous on X, and he's shooting people out like an ant. He's not taking it. I'll just post this guy. So he told me that you're no damn freaking Muslim. You're a retard, and take your stupid pie hole out of my space. And he just shoved me down without talking. I'm like, dude, Israel is in our Quran, no matter how you guys feel, but us Muslims, we do not support the political movement, which is why there's so many ex-Muslims. They became ex-Muslims for a reason, because of all the political ideologies that was moved in religion for so many years. And so he's like, no. So I listened to him. He tells people that how the Zionists did this, that, yada, yada, yada. So that was my undivided attention. What Julia told me. It just hit me like a bat out of hell. Like, why is this? And why are so many people just looking into this guy? And he really has the Christians' attention. Like, big one. Like, he's told the Christians that how something about Russia, that, oh, the Jews killed Christians in Russia, whatever that scripture is. Please don't say the R word. What's the R word? I don't think I said the R word. I don't know what the R word is, but sorry. I don't think I said it, did I? But you can type it if I said anything wrong. But like, yes, so I looked it up, and this won my undivided attention, what he told me. Like, it's something that's, remember this myth, okay? Learn from your enemies. Sometimes your enemies has something that will come useful to you to understand their narrative, right? So when he told me that, oh, you are Zionist and anti-Zionist Jews, just like curse me out as a Muslim. You know, how are you a Muslim if you don't support Palestinians? So I looking, guys, it's so freaking true. It feels like history is repeating itself. There were Jews who supported the Hitler movement. And I went blank. Who told me that? An Israeli Jew. Her name is Julia. I don't know her last name. So, you talk too much, teacher. Well, it's useful right now. You have no idea how America's about to become in the next few months. X is a sample of people's behavior. It's not real life. It's a sample of people who get stuff and put it into their wording of thoughts, okay? It's a people of behavior, what they're being fed in the head. So they go on X, pass it around, everything, but they don't like to do self-research. What's your hobbies? Me? Ramadan's coming. I go out with my friends 2-3 times a month. Obviously, nobody has stuff to do like every day. Then I'm a mother also. And right now, hey, what's up, wrestling champion? What's up? Come on in. I do a lot of things, but I put my stream on specific timings because I can only do a stream twice a week. I can't do it every day. I have a house to take care of too, but yeah. So I do it twice a week. That's why you only see me twice a week on YouTube. But anywho, like, okay, I want to ask all my Christian friends a thing before I go to the next thing, this little divide thing that's being passed around. Is there such thing as in the Bible, as pastors teach it, that Muslims are the Antichrist? You're welcome to share with me. I'm not going to mind, but just give me your honest opinion, because many of my Christian friends told me that some pastors in America are teaching that Muslims are the Antichrist. Okay, don't warn. God loves you. I'm not going to mind. I just want your honest opinion. Is that true or not? Before I get to the next thing, it's important. I'm excited to see you. What's up, wrestling champion? I'm happy to see my subscribers every day. You guys are family. That's why I come talk to you and share opinions with you and ask yours too based on what's around. All you guys are family. What's up, Varun? What's up, everybody? Come on in. You guys are my family. Right now, we need people to talk to each other and share our thoughts, right? It's horrific outside. It may be a great sunshine, but not what's coming in the next few months. It sounds like a jungle. So, like, I was studying. Like, seriously, like, are you kidding me? So, I just went blank when I found out that there were some Jews who went against the Zionist movement. And then I studied the leaders, like, which, like, you know, Muslim leaders supported the high Jews, like the Israeli Zionist Jews from the Holocaust. That won my undivided attention. Now this thing, yeah, I'm serious. A Jew told me that. I didn't believe it either. I'm telling you straight up, I didn't believe it. I'm like, nah, why would a Jew support this movement? And I'm like, nah, it's not true. It's a lie. I never looked in. But when I sat in Albert's space, I'm going to post the guy, Albert. When I sat in Albert's space, a whole bunch of anti-Zionist Jews cursed me out as a Muslim, that you're no stupid Muslim for not supporting the Palestinians. You know nothing about Judaism. That won my undivided attention. That why on earth would you tell me I'm not a Muslim? And why on earth would you want me to support the Muslim Brotherhood? I'm just like, why? So that's what won my attention. Why would an anti-Zionist Jew tell me that? I'm a parent boy and I do a lot of stuff at home, but yeah. So like, let me show you something, this guy Albert, right? So he's telling all these people in America this narrative about Israeli Jews, like how bad they are and things like that, that he even told a Muslim off. And he's telling Christians so many different type of education that it's out of my head. Remember when I shared like things about Russia? Apparently in his book, Russia's a good guy. You think for a minute, what? Then what happened to the Empire days? Like this is, I tell you, history is repeating itself, guys. I'm telling you, it is. So in his book, he says that no, that Russia, Putin is a good Christian and he's really decent. And I'm just looking at the guy like, are you kidding me? So in your book, based on how Putin used Christianity to abuse females and what Venezuela did for so many years to the Latin people, the Latin Christians abuse people by using Christianity as a weapon, that's normal in his book. And I'm like, I just stared at him. I'm like, are you kidding me? You really think that this is good? And then he shares something about like how Taiwan used to be part of China. So you're basically telling us as an American, all the lands must go back to the rightful owners, and you are kind of like rejecting your own president. You have something against the Israeli Jews as an American. I'm just like blank. And now at this point, especially yesterday was the Holocaust Day, you should have seen it, guys. The post, the stuff that was on X, nobody was taking it seriously. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, that's bad. That's really bad up here, because if nobody's gonna take it consideration, that's pretty much how they're gonna treat you tomorrow in person. If they're not gonna take anything historical seriously, that's a demo of their behavior. That's how they're gonna treat you tomorrow in person. That, oh, who cares about your history? We don't care. Who cares about your history? We don't care. Who cares about your history? We don't care. This is 2026. We don't care. So that's bad. Because rather it's good history, bad history. In order to understand the portrait, you need those things. And there's so many people who are divided. Now, I want to ask a Christian a really fun question. I want a Christian to answer this fun question, okay? If your religion didn't take birth, rather it's Islam or Christianity, how could you be a Christian or a Muslim, right? True or false? So this guy, Albert, and these weirdo Iraqis sit with him, say that, oh, Iraqi was Mesopotamia, and the Iraqis fought Babylon, and like the Babylon's, like the temple for the Jews, right? That was us. That was us. But you're saying you're a Muslim. You can't be a Muslim without Islam. How is that even possible, dude? Like, where are you coming from? You can't be a Muslim without Islam, but you existed? That's what I tell you. I tell you, too many people mixed. And then you think for a minute, okay, if the religion didn't exist, how are you Muslim? And then One Direction, this guy, he was the big teacher. I'm going to post this page. He's like, oh, you know, because, what do you call it? Arabs are stupid. Arabs don't know what they're talking about. Dude, Arabs are the one who made Islam. Just like Jews and Jewish prophets of Judaism, Arabs made Islam. So if you're going to call Arabs stupid, what do you know about the religion, man? And this guy, I tell you, I don't know what type of Christian he is. I don't know what type of Christian he is, but he has like a serious impact on X, and he's like shoving every single Israeli Jew out just for saying something different. It's crazy, bro. And he has like every Christian's attention. And then he brought up something about like, what was that war in Russia? Like, it starts with a B. Breslak War, something like that. He brought that up, stating that Jews killed, Christians. But that goes back to something I was talking about the Orthodox Christianity, and that shit happened between Jews. See, you see how history is important to fill the puzzle? Nobody likes to fill in the puzzle. That's where that would come in. If somebody read about the Russian war, and when UN got involved, why did Russia have to change his society? Everything because of UN. But that goes back into reading a little bit about Russia, you know? And people are just so mixed up these days. Stuff to me doesn't even make sense anymore. Like, hey, man, where are you headed? And I tell you, during the Hitler War, I'm sure there were Christians too, but I'm not sure like what they believe at the time. Zionist movement or no Zionist, which is why I don't really bring that up. But like the Muslims, they were the Muslim leaders who were okay with hiding the Israeli, like the Zionist Jews who believe in Zionism, like the political movement. And then there were other Jews who supported the Hitler movement. You just gotta read about it. And who told me that? An Israeli Jew who's a professor. I'm like, you're lying, right? You said Jews support each other. And she told me, no. There were some Jews who supported the Hitler movement to kill other Jews. And unexpectedly, it was true. Now you understand why is the Jewish world from that time period till now still divided. Some support the Palestinians and some don't, which would be Muslims like us, because we feel worshiping the Muslim Brotherhood is against our religion. We don't worship violence. Our religion is no political project. Look them up. And that was then. And that's an identity imposed by the culture different than religion. I can agree with you. And Matthew, WC, look them up. That was then. What was what? Like the leaders? Are you referring to the Jewish leaders? I'm telling you, I was shocked too. I'm like, just, how is it possible? Is it even possible that Jews actually supported the Hitler movement to kill other Jews? I went into shock mode. Like, is there such thing? And whoever educated me was right. She was right. I inspire her. She was someone Jewish, supporting Israel right to exist, and she told me there is such thing. So that's when you know, guys, we're living in a divided society. History really is repeating itself. We're living in a divided society, and it's people are not studying enough to understand what is happening. We are in a divide. Haven't you noticed so much weird stuff is going on in America? Like, tell me what you see in America. Like, away from formal days, tell me what exactly do you see in America? Be honest. There's a divide between black people and white people, Native Americans, Mexicans. It's like this little divide America, right? And if a Muslim jumps in and says anything, rather a Jew is going to be like, oh, it's not your business, get out. That's nothing new. We get told that all the time. That's nothing new. We get that told all the time that it's not our business, so we remain quiet. Only if somebody wants to tell us, that's fine. You want to tell us? Go ahead, tell us. But I tell you, America's living in a divided society, yo. Like, did anybody see that Houston statue? Like, there's a statue in Sugar Land, right? Do you remember a guy named Alex Duncan, right? So he made a statement that he wants to take that Hindu statue down, and guess who bombarded him? The Indian Hindus from India said that if you take that statue down, us Hindus in India, we're going to take all of statues of Jesus down. Oh boy. When I saw that, I'm just like, wow. They're like, if you take that down, we're going to take all the statues of Jesus down in India. Watch us. Dare to take that statue down from Houston. So I tell you, it's a weird divide. Very unusual divide. Where to begin? What to proceed? Where to begin? And right now, if you sit on these X Spaces, I know some people don't like it, but I tell you, X Spaces is a monitor of people's behavior, what they're thinking in their minds, and what they have on their minds based on what they're told, right? X Spaces is not the future, but it's a sample of people's mind, what they're told. Based on what you're told, you post on that platform. And I tell you, Holocaust yesterday, and so many people saying stuff like, oh, it's Jewish supremacy. Jewish supremacy. Jewish supremacy. Okay, can you explain us in what form and what type of Jews? Who you mad on? No, just people singing nonstop is supremacy. And I'm just like, okay, but there were many empires. There were things in the past too. Can you be more specific? What are you guys mad on? And people are just like losing it. Losing it. Losing it. In so many ways, I don't know where to begin. Rather religion, rather empire, rather politics, who gets to rule. It's just pathetic. How are we going to find a cure here, guys? You tell me. It really doesn't matter who you are anymore, whether you're Hindu, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Jewish, Israeli Jew, whatever you are. It really doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. A lot of shit's getting suspended off the internet because people are debating over it. That no, we want to minus this now. Are you bisexual? That's a silly question to ask me in public. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I tell you guys, it's real. And it's going to get really bad in the next few months. Because look, midterms are at the corner, right? And we know midterms literally are at the corner. And right now, there's just so many debates between people that some are like, no, we don't want to vote for Trump. Some are like, we do want to vote for Trump. And there's just like this rotation between everybody. What agree, what disagree. And I don't know what to proceed at this point. What's going to happen? What operation are we going to proceed? History way, religious way, what? I've seen many people on platforms, like, I say this all the time. I always speak fairly. I know everybody who did what, but I'm always going to disagree with someone who says false information and does not speak fairly. That's my policy to everybody. So like, if you say to me that Jews didn't do anything, that's a lie. Jews were the first ones here and they helped build, like, you know, hospitals and things like that in America. Then Muslims came through the slave trade. But if you're going to tell me nobody did anything, then that's false. That's not American history. America has many ethnic groups who did shit for America. You just got to read about it. America means many Americans. Many, like the Jewish Americans, Native Americans, Muslim Americans, Mexican Americans due to taking Mexico. All these stuff count. We have 3 more years, so wait and see. I don't know, guys. If you're all Americans listening to me, I don't know. I'm speaking as a private journalist point of view. I don't know. I studied every corner, and I'm monitoring social media. I'm monitoring people's behavior. We don't know what's tomorrow. Some people are tired of the leaders for supporting certain things, and I see it. I mean, I can't say anything. I'm a Muslim, but like, I see it, how many people are like just losing it. I mean, I've seen people curse for the Holocaust. Holocaust was what? When was it educated? In the 1990s? 1990s? And we are in 2026? And people are arguing to take it down. I'm not for the Jewish people. We wouldn't have a savior story of God. It's like I said, it's all on what you believe in. I never judge anybody's faith. I don't get into that stuff. Good for you. Respect all humans. I just say that one simple answer. Respect all humans, no matter who you face. It's not your place to tell somebody what's right and wrong in faith. Faith is faith. Respect everybody. That's it. When faith comes into politics, that's another story. And there are many nations who did that. You just got to read about them. Like I was showing my friend Vip, and I'm not sure if he's still my subscriber still, but like, yeah, I showed him that Venezuela abused the Latin people in Christianity, didn't give women freedom, abused them, beat them up, used political power on them, and just abused what Iran is now. Russia did that too. That's why some of these nations don't like the West society, because West gave freedom. They don't believe in freedom. They believe in power. They don't believe in freedom. They believe in power. In fact, Putin, I wonder if internet didn't suspend this. He literally stated that the West is destroying Christian values. You think for a minute, I was saying this, that other Christian countries are going to tell America off. You kind of see it coming. I'm not saying America's wrong, but you can tell their vision. Which format do they see America? And like he stated this, that, oh, America has lost all Christian values. It's no damn decent Christian countries, but that's what we yell at the Muslim countries for, right? Places like, even though Iran's not, may Iran be free soon, inshallah. We said it, like adopting Islam, they performed it in the most disgusting manner by abusing its people. The most disgusting manner in history. We say it. It's wrong. It was violent. It was disgusting. Oh, I'm from here, and I reviewed this before. My parents moved from Pakistan in the early 1960s or 50s, around there. I was born in 1987. Hey, but like, yeah, seriously, and the way stuff is being performed. So it's nation against nation, faith against faith, right versus wrong based on how you see things, not what somebody else sees things, but you see things. Because there are many people, I meant including Muslims, not just Christians, I meant Muslims too, who still feel Like the early movement is like some big storm when it's not. It's just not. And I say this because all those nations who support this movement are also in no favor of Iran's freedom. You see it. They're not. They're not in a favor of Iran's because they don't believe in freedom. Russia's not in favor of Iran's freedom. Venezuela's not in freedom of Iran. Why? Because once upon a time, they used to do this shit to their countries. Abuse their people, keep it in prison while the leaders can stay in political power with force and abusing its own people. I'll give you a demonstration. But you don't want to look too old. Jesus replied, I'm the way to the truth. Yes. Oh, please. Not today. Anybody who's a free Palestiner, just not today. It's just not today in my page. You can bring it some other time. But yes, I say it's faith versus faith. Good. Side versus side. It doesn't matter anymore whether you're Christian, Muslim, or a Jew. It is historically divided. It is, trust me. Because there's many spaces, let me see if I can access on Albert's platform, who were not just Muslims, anti-Zionist Jews and Christians, who actually support that, hey, it's time for Israelis to take a hike or something, which is sad. I'm like, bro, where do you want them to go? Okay, what is this? Some weirdo thing? Can you please tell your ideology and opinion? In what format? Which format do you want to hear from? Okay, look. Historically, there's two sides, okay? There's two sides. The nations are divided. The Christian countries are divided. The Muslim countries are divided. Israeli, there's only one, but that doesn't mean the Jews are not divided. Jews are divided too, because if you read about them, there's so many Jews. You want to know how Mamdani went? I'll give you the big example of. Screw history for a minute. Let's look at Mamdani. Mamdani won due to anti-Zionist Jews gave him all the votes. He had more Jewish votes than he had Muslim votes. Those Jews did not support Israel. They voted for Mamdani. The world is divided, guys. It's divided. What to do? Where to begin? That's all I'm going to say. Where to begin? It's divided. All corners. That way or that way. Whichever way you want to go. The sides are not going to match. But get braces. You heard of the skinned men? No, I don't think so, bro. Noe, you want to tell me what is that? I don't think I've heard of that. But I do know that the same nations who support Palestine are also the same nations who do not want freedom for Iran. Russia, Venezuela, and all these linked countries that go in a circle who don't believe in freedom. They're not going to believe in Iran's freedom either. They're not. And why do they hate the West? Because the West, it had religion, but it gave freedom. And these nations, if you read from beginning, all the way from beginning, you will read how the people lived in hell in these nations. Hell. Venezuela, Russia, China was atheist and never wanted to adopt a religion, but that didn't mean it never abused its people. China also abused its people. Many. Just because it didn't adopt a religion doesn't mean it never abused its people. Any questions like Bangladesh? Bangladesh, like I said, religion or no religion? That I would say, let's see what angle I can point Bangladesh from. Bangladesh also has link to other countries, I would say Russia maybe. It's all from the ancient times and early times, what UN has done, what movement UN has supported and not supported. I would say from there, I haven't really studied Bangladesh that I can educate that really accurately. I would need someone from Bangladesh specifically to give me a preview what happened over there. But other than that, I can't say because I don't know as great. But go and check what is Becken word meaning. And that word was banned. Why? Why, Ronnie? Why the heck was that banned? For what? I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff right now that people are debating that they want to shoot down off the internet. This is just the beginning. There's so much history that people want to terminate from the internet. If you have sources, take screenshots. If you have books, order them before it's too late, because there will be a time And I see it coming. It's not going to be far. Well, half of the stuff that you look at now, it's not going to be on the internet anymore because people are fighting the politicians to terminate it, kick it away. They're like, we don't need this anymore. What are you going to do? I think skin men support Iran as well. Yes, because it's all about the side, guys. Every nation is divided. I said this before. It's a divide. The nations that didn't believe in freedom yesterday are the same nations who hate the West. Venezuela, Iran, part of them, Russia, and Syria is, I can only pray it changes. And then of course, the baby countries like Iraq, Syria, Yemen, they're all under it. These places, they're still the same Afghanistan who they were yesterday from the early 600s. They do not believe in freedom. I mean, let me give you an example. What does Afghanistan have? It has absolutely nothing. Nothing. So why does it keep its people in prison? The Taliban, because the Taliban needs power. It wants to keep some type of power to control the people. For that, it's never going to be free. You wish. It has no army. It has no military. All it has is this Taliban power on the people. Throw that away, it has nothing. So smart and beautiful. Thank you. I'm just sharing facts, how nations have done these things. It's historically true. You're just going to read about them and match the pieces together. Like how people are monitoring. You're just going to match the pieces together and you'll understand everything. Your views on Israel. My views on Israel is that, look, okay, I don't have an issue with Israelis. I don't. I just feel using my religion to knock out Israel is the stupidest thing that has ever existed. That's giving my religion a bad name. That's the problem that I have. And anti-Zionist Jews and Palestinians support that. But that's making other Muslims look bad. That's why I don't like it. It's not that I don't like Israel. I just don't like the people who's selling the narrative towards it because that's costing us, nobody else. Israel didn't make this narrative. The Muslim Brotherhood did. So why on earth would I say anything about Israel? I know that the Palestinians once upon a time had a good life, okay? I would say during Bill Clinton's time, yes, life was normal, Israel was fine, and Palestinians were fine. Until I would say the late 2000. 2000, Hamas came into power, and all this agenda spread everywhere. Everywhere! That no, we must kill Israel, we must kill everybody and free the Palestinians. They had a story, okay? Bill Clinton is the witness. Gaza was given to them on a peace agreement. And even like what they're arguing for now, was it the West Bank? I think Alexa was given to Jordan. So it has given them stuff. But every time they approached something to war, that affected the agreement. And in 2000, Hamas came into power, and that's pretty much destroyed everything. That's what I'm going to put it that way. There's no specific reason that I'm just going to say about a country I hate it because of a cause. Many countries had wars, man. Why am I going to target one country? Many countries did the same old shit. Afghanistan has known with a white skin, and which is why Genghis Khan went there. And are you India? No, I'm not India. I'm from here. How you doing? Do you believe in a genocide happening in Gaza? Dude, there's many shit going around. I'm not gonna say one. The same nations that supported trashy movements yesterday are the same nations just as responsible for allowing it. Let me ask you something. Those who support Gaza, I want you to give me your honest opinion. I told you, I have nothing against the Palestinians. I don't hate them. I hate their politicians who's allowing the movement. That's who's my wars with. It's not with the citizens. It's those who are allowing the movement. Like this guy, Nahid, right? Nahid, the care leader. He came in like 1990s, right? And he was a Hamas supporter in America, bringing in the Palestinian organization agenda, right? And many radical leaders supported him, including Jews, which is known as some of the agencies in America. Now, if you're going to use my religion as a political weapon to make a certain field have justice versus any other Muslim group, how do you think I'm going to feel? Do you think I'm going to like that? Be honest. Anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Be honest. Use as a political weapon to kill others and make your agenda come true. Be completely honest with me. Would I be happy with that? I have a problem with Jews and Judaism, which is disgusting. Why would you say that? Please share your opinion. Why? Like, what's your concern? What's going on? What is your concern that you have a problem? Like, I want you, this is a sharing space. Nobody's going to get criticized here. I want you to share your opinion. I love Palestine. Here's for the Palestina. Guys, it's like I said, it's all how you choose your actions, okay? I don't have anything against the people. I never said they're bad. They're humans. But I do have a problem who's presenting them, because they're using the religion as a weapon. And I'm not saying that they have no right to exist. I never said that in one of my pages, ever. Ever. Never. But what I feel is that they need to change their way of society. I told you, they had a good life. They had a good life. It was in early 1990s when Gaza was given to them and before Hamas came into power. Things were fine at that time. When they elected Hamas military agencies to rule the place, and that's when all these Palestinian leaders came to America, and all the stuff, it just changed. You're wrong. You forgot what happened. Okay, why don't you tell me what happened now? I know the Arab states fought, okay? That's in history. If you want, I can give you a source that how many times did the Arab countries favor the Palestinians to war Israel. That's a charter, by the way. But yeah, what's your opinion for 1994? You can tell me, you can educate me something new too. You know you can do that, right? What's your opinion for 1994? That you want to say that that's wrong. What's your opinion for 1994? The Hebron Mosque incident. Okay, Hebron Mosque. Like, what happened in that? Like the Hebron Mosque, like, who made the spade movement? Was it the Arabs or was it the Jews? Who made the spade movements? Oh wait, 40 babies? Guys, I'm not saying that, like, how should I put it? Look, we all say it. Yes, yes, it was terrible what happened to them. I'm sorry, but until Hamas, let me ask you this, come to conclusion. Even if the nations unite, do you really think Hamas is not going to do another massacre? I'll ask everybody that question. Knowing the IRG is not out yet, poor Iranians are fighting to be free, to get rid of it, because not a lot of people know how our lands got destroyed. Muslim lands got destroyed not because of that. It's because of IRGC funding them and funding the military agencies to war. So Muslim countries been bombed, thrown around like a basketball. That team, who's going to make the slam dunk and win the war, basically. And it's been like that for so many freaking years. That's why Muslim countries are tired. They want that regime gone so they don't have to pay their land price into Iran's war. That's why. It has nothing to do with Israel. Guys like Albert are probably not going to understand this, and it has nothing to do with that. If you read about the wars that Iranian regime has done to Iraq, you will understand where I come from. This is just Muslim versus Muslim war. Having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, repenting, which means turn from sinful, evil ways and turn back. Well, hello, do I have a troll on my channel? What do you want, Yusuf? I feel like I have a troll watching me. What's your point, Yusuf? Get to it. It doesn't matter I'm a Jew. This is history, buddy. Read. Are you telling me when many Iraqis died in the Iran war, that had nothing to do with it? So you're all are selling Mossad. No, I'm not Mossad agent. My stuff is all education off the internet. Away from X, away from everything. All you gotta do is do it for yourself. Type it in, look up some stuff, match the puzzle, and you will know where I come from. That's all I did. I didn't speak to stupid Mossad. I didn't speak to any of the Israeli content creators. I didn't speak to anybody off of X. This is self-education research. No, I haven't met Mossad. Any question you want, I can give you the source. Because that's where I come from. I did it with source. Nothing else. Just pure sources. Look up, take my time, read, look deep, deep, deep till I find some stuff regarding the conflict. I didn't get help from anybody or Israeli content creator or do a stream with them, nothing. Be honest, are you a Muhajir? What? Crank, bro? Be honest, are you a Muhajir? Like, My parents are, yes. They're Pakistani Muhajir. You can say that. Yes, that would be their ethnic group. Yes. Next question. My parents are. Any other questions? But I... Well, good. You recognize my accent. I'm from here. I'm not from there. I told you, all of you. Hey, I don't even know that culture, bro. I just know because my parents are. That doesn't mean I know any of that, their history. The only thing I know is my dad yelling at the television all the time, saying that, oh, something happened this, something happened that, yada, yada, yada. He doesn't talk about Indian. He talks about local Pakistani politicians. Nothing related to Indians. But yeah. But yes, that's what I am. And any other questions before I go further? Like, what? It doesn't matter I'm a Jew, guys. I'm telling you, you can look this up, okay? You're right. Life didn't begin with 1948. You were absolutely right. But there's a lot more shit that happened between nations before that. Why do you want to... I'm not a Jew. I'm a private journalist. I'm no Jew. I'm just telling you what I've studied. Nobody paid me. I've never met the Mossad. I haven't streamed with any of the Israelis content creators. This is just self-lookup. That's all you gotta do. Read about it. Now you are screaming on your phone. I always do. It's not my first stream, guys. Come on. You guys are being funny today. It's not my first stream. I streamed with you guys many times. But let me give you Albert. This dude, if you want to browse his space on Twitter and ask your own questions, be my guest. Because this guy is like the new guy on the block. First time here. What's up, new subscriber? How you doing? Let me give you Albert. Let me find his page. And guys, I'm just going to say, listen to what he talks about. I came into the first thing I hear is I am a private journalist. Yeah, I am. I've been like that for almost 3 years now. Yes. And before that, I used to work for attorneys. How you doing? Let me find Albert. This new guy who has everybody's attention. I think he's a person you guys might be interested in because the stuff he tells people is stuff people need to look into, study for themselves. Like I said, listen to your villains. Don't just hate them because you hate them. Study what they have to say, and in order to prove them wrong, look into it. Look into what they're saying. That's how I did it. I always monitored what people's stuff said, and I verified almost everything, whatever they said, and based on that, I did my research. I monitor everything. I didn't play sides with anybody. I read from all over the directions, dig into history from every single war I could possibly find, and see from there to match the puzzle. Like, okay, what happened here? Okay, what happened there? Just read away. Dude, are you a troll on my page? Cranko, I live here. I'm born here. This is not what my page is for. What do you want? I feel like I have a troll on my page who's not satisfied with me. What do you want? No, I'm not. I live here. What is your problem, bro? You're going to be suspended off my page. What is your problem, bro? I have a troll on my page. Making judgments. What is your problem? Worry about India. Okay, where is Albert? I'm trying to find Albert because I want you guys to check this guy out. Who are you people? Get off my property. Why India-Pak war happened last year? Dude, like, what are you guys talking about? I'm trying to find something that I want to share with you guys. And you guys are like arguing with each other. Since you're Major, you're originally... I'm not Indian, okay? No, I'm not. There's such thing as Pakistani Major group. Not everything comes from India, okay? You guys are living in the past and need to get over something, okay? You guys act like that, I ain't gonna support you, period. I have gave Indians voices before, many times on X. You guys behave with me like that, I'm not gonna give you any voice. Okay, where is Albert? Dude, this is my final warning to you. You're distracting my subscribers. You're going to be kicked off the page. This is not what my page is about. If you have a personal conflict, you're going to be thrown off the page. I want to show something to my subscribers, Albert. so you guys can check his stuff. What's up, new subscriber? What's up? Everybody, come on in. Give me just 1 second. Let me find Albert so I can share his space. So you guys know that this guy, he's no ordinary guy. He was someone. Okay, here we go. I found him. Here he is. Now, listen to this guy right here. Right here. Check this out. Anybody have X open? Just listen to what he talks about. Right here. Any propaganda you found recently? Oh, there's a lot. A lot going on. I don't know where to proceed first. I'm just going to put it this way. A lot of shit around. I don't know which shit do you want me to proceed first. But like 2-in-1 because Kirk got packed in. Yeah, that too. A lot of shit's been divided ever since Charlie Kirk died. I agree to that. That too. That's Albert's page. Go feel like if you want to follow him, but listen to what this guy talks about, yo. Under the table. He kicked me out because I was a Pakistani Muslim supporting Israelis, so he ended up blocking me. And like seriously, I don't know, like this guy, he has a lot of impact on people. Love ICE. I wouldn't say I hate ICE. I don't, because I never did. I just feel they can do a better job in their operations. That's my only concern. That doesn't mean I hate them. They have a role to play, but I just feel they can do their operations in a little better format. I recommend you 2 best Christian YouTube channels. Sure, give me one. I need some more Christians in my community. I feel like right now just Christians are in the blues. They're not really talking. Like I had a friend from Canada, right? And he's a black Christian, and then he wrote someone who's also a member of mine. They were friends for a really long time. Both of them were. And then what happened is that this member of mine, he got mad at something in South Africa. And then my friend Matt, he got mad like, hey, you're being racial to black people. Don't talk like that. And boom, both of them Christians, they split due to skin color. I'm just like, ah. Long year of friendship just went into the water, all because of a disagreement, how people are looking at. Long story short, but yeah. The school identity and lifestyle, Jesus teaches us to love people. Hey, I say this again. You're only human, and you're going to have a good relationship with God if you love all humans. If you're not going to love any human, you're never going to have a good relationship with God. It's simple as that. No matter what faith, you need to love all humans. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has sinned in the world, but your job is to love anyway. Kindly watch their healing videos. Can you give me the link? Can you give me a couple of good links? Like what channel you're referring to? If you have a YouTube link, I'll subscribe. Feel free to give it to me. Why Kashmir is a problem? Please tell if you know. Dude, I don't talk about that stuff on here. Why are you asking me this stuff that I live here? I don't live in Pakistan. I'm not part of Pakistani politicians. I live here in America. I share anything related to America and world history. I don't live over there that I'm going to educate to my subscribers about Kashmir. Ask India or ask a Pakistani YouTuber. I'm Pakistani, but I don't do Pakistani politics here. I'll put it that. Okay. If you type in the name like I gave you, let me see. Because there's so many comments. Go. There's so many comments, guys. Okay, you're going to have to give me the link because there's so many people on the chat. But yeah, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. I try. Hey, I just share facts. Like, you know, I was talking to a friend of mine. And I'm also linked to Sar TV, right? So I was talking to a friend of mine. And I asked him, like, how do you feel about America right now? And he told me that I do not feel good right now. Things are about to get messy in America. And I'm like, it's just the beginning of the year. So February's not here, but you could say that. It is where she lives. I'm from Houston. But like, because of the divide and midterms are at the corner, there's so many disagreements with people. And it's just ridiculous. I don't know what America's going to be like in this year. There's going to be some things. There's going to be a lot of disagreements with local Americans that I don't know where to proceed. I don't know. Some people are not happy with the leaders in the office. Some Republicans are leaving each other due to so many disagreements. So it's just like mission impossible. Took a screenshot of it, 2 names. Okay. Yeah, you guys can subscribe, and whoever gave it to me, please give me the YouTube link and I'll follow it. If you can share the YouTube link, it'll be much easier for me because people are loading my chat, which is fine. What is your name? My name is Muna. How nice to meet you. Ronaldo or a Messi? You know, I wouldn't say it's just him. Who are we talking about? Ronaldo? Oh, you're talking to that guy. I was looking at what's his name? Maduro, right? There were many leaders before Maduro, right, who done the same shit to all the Venezuelan people. And it's been on for so many years. I felt like I'm looking at Iran in another version. If anybody spoke against that dumb regime in Venezuela, they would ended up going to prison and jailed. If anybody said one damn thing or beaten up and taken over. And I tell you, West is hated for one reason only, because it gave its people freedom. UAE is also hated because it now believes in freedom. Saudi Arabia, it's going to be more advanced, I say maybe in the next few years. I'm not sure right now based on the jungle it's rotating through. But like anybody who gives freedom, that's the nation that is hated. I say this, that's pretty much what it is. Do you? No, I don't. Never will and never I won't. I don't favor that regime. Why would you ask me that? I want the Iranians to be free. I want them to choose for themselves. I have nothing to do with that retarded regime. That regime is a traumatized regime that ripped off so many people. So many. Maduro did the same to the Venezuelan people. Russia did that for so many years. She wants a woman life. Yes, also, do you believe what happened to people in Venezuela was fair? Women were beaten up there too. What are you laughing on? She wants woman life freedom. So, what's wrong with that? Tell me, really. What's wrong with that? Do you not believe in freedom? Like, I'm surprised one of my subscribers wrote me that she wants women free. What's wrong with that? Other than Iran, it happened to the people in Venezuela too. Women life freedom is like a minor tomato. Why would you say that, Kira King? Why would you say something like that? Dude, that's like the weirdest comment I've got out of all my conversation today. Why do you believe that women should not deserve freedom, bro? Like, why? What's wrong with that? That's like the most unusual comment I got. Wow. Funny stream today, guys. You guys like have all these comments for me and I'm laughing as I'm going. And some of the questions, I don't know. You guys are funny. Guys, look. America is currently divided. So you want American strike Iran? I am not going to say that. I'm not going to say yes and I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say in simple format. If President does it, I'm sure he has a reasonable operation prepared before he does it. Because I know every time I brought this up, I had many Americans get mad at me. So that's why I stopped bringing it up. I'm just going to put it this way, that if he has a decent operation prepared, then he can do it. What about Kachmeier? Which religion do you follow? Dude, I'm not from Middle East. I'm just going to put it this way. I'm raised the old-fashioned way. Do your prayers, go home, read 1 or 2 verses of the Quran in a mosque, go home, or read it at home if you want to, do Ramadan and things like that. That's the Islam I grew up with, not this third world it's being preached in America. That's what I'm concerned about, because that's not what I'm raised on. What's happening now in America, I'm very concerned that all these weirdo political movements in religion, it's scary. We're not trying to make America into one of the Middle East countries. We need to keep freedom for everyone. Everyone. Everyone means everyone. I don't want our Constitution to ever become a religious monarchist. Our life is going to be no different than Iran. It doesn't matter who religion rules. We're just going to be a monarchist in religion and freedom is going to be over. Why should us care about Iran? like I said, I don't talk about this. Many Americans get mad, and it's not really my place to say anything. Yes, I wish them well, and if President Trump has a cure, good for him, but I don't really bring this up because many Americans got mad at me as a Muslim. So why should US care about Iran? We are very far. What would you do if Khamenei becomes the supreme leader of the US? Pete Torben YouTube's channel. Okay, let's look him up. Pete Torment. Let's see. Copy. Can I copy this? Go to channel. Is it Charles Alvin? Guys, Charles Alvin? That's the stuff that showed up. I think that's yours. I think that's yours. That is yours. Pete and that's your channel. Pete and Torben's YouTube. Let's look up Pete and Torben's. Let's see. My subscriber wants me to check something out. Let's see if I find it. Okay, let's see here. Peter Torben, right? 37 subscribers. Is that him? Is that one him that you guys want me to check out? Let me see if that's him. Can I have a Chimamire quote? You guys are funny. Wherever we go, bring destruction only around the world. Dude, this is life these days. It doesn't really matter who you are. It's just life these days. There's not much you can do because the world is divided. People see it as a religion point, but it's not religion. It's nation history from ancient times. And you have to study all those particles. All those particles from Russia, China, all these nations, and where does the hate come from? And then you have, like I said, learn from your villains. Like, where do they come from? Read about them and you will know. Like, hey, what's their beef? And since these nations never believed in freedom, they're still not in favor of freedom today. They're pretty much going to remain the same. I'm no damn Mossad. What's with you guys? Why don't you read? Why are you guys calling me Mossad? It's all about reading. I read. What must I do? Post nation history for you? Like, really, tell me. Must I post nation history for you? Like, I feel like I should sometimes because you guys think not an agent, but asset, if true. I'm not! What the? I'm no damn agent. No. This is all history. All solid history. It has nothing to do with me. Because you're a Jew, but from... I'm not a Jew. Guys, stop it. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I did. And I subscribed it. I subscribed to what you told me. I subscribed whatever name you gave me. Yes, victory Muslim fortified by the Bible was foretold in the Bible because Jews are punished in... Okay, yeah. I have Jews on my channel. I'm not going to go to that political point, but thank you for the tip. I'm not going to do any of that. Do you support ICE actions? I reviewed this last time. I did a stream about it. I'm not sure if anybody paid attention. I told you there are certain actions I did not support about the ICE, but that does not mean I hate it. I just feel they can do a better operations in their investigation. That's what they need to work on. Remember what I said in my last stream, that when a CPS officer comes to your house and you do not want to give your child, but if they have sources, why are they here for you? Solid evidence, and they gave it as a claim that, hey, you have drugs in your house, you have guns in your house, you treat your child very poorly, then that's what you go to court for, to justify. Like, hey, we got this claim, you guys have stuff in in your house. Is it true? All right, but are you honestly, US is fighting the Jewish battle? Honestly, I'm not going to say anything to that. Like I said, I respect all Christians' views. It's not me. I don't interfere in that. But what I do know is that the only thing is like supporting the Muslim Brotherhood is we're already suffering already. Do you think Muslims like being called terrorists all their life? Be honest with me. If I'm going to support this movement, I'm going to be called terrorist for what's left of me. That's the only reason we're against it, because the Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist organization in our world. It was banned in the Arab world many, many years ago. But some nations kept it still. So, like, she's acting like the Muslim Brotherhood run the world. Dude, okay. Must I do a live stream on X with you guys to show you what the Muslim Brotherhood is? Away from America, away from Israel, must I show you what it is? Like, that's all I can say. All I can say to you guys. Must I do an X stream and show you what it is? Away from Israel, away from America, and what it has done to the Muslim world. I'll just put it at that. So, like, any more questions? Muslim Brotherhood is funded by the IRGC for many, many years. It caused many wars. It killed its own people. Many years. This has nothing to do with America. It has nothing to do with Israel. It's just what it is. It's been like that for many years. It has nothing to do with Israel. Yes, there are people who think it's a lie and it's a myth, but it's not true. I'm nobody to tell what the Christians to do. I never have and I never will. That's all your personal perspective, how you feel for Jews. But I gave my point of view that why I'm against it, because of the way it's being used. Anything else what the Christians believe in at this point? Do they feel they need to attack Iran? No Iran, religious faith, whatever they personally believe in, that is not up to me. That is fully up to you guys. And I am not the cut to say anything to that, because I respect everybody's views. I'll just put it that way. I'm not from Pakistan. I just said that 20 times already. I'm from here, in America. Went to American schools, made American friends. Nothing related to Pakistan. You asked me that like how many times on my channel? You asked me that like all day today. Am I from Pakistan? I just told you, no, I'm not. My parents moved in the early 1960s and I wasn't even born when they came here. I knew nothing. What was my first message about that? Like, yeah, see, this guy, like, he asked me, was I Maja or something? I told him my parents are, but I'm an American, but that's their ethnic group. All Americans laugh at Europeans too. Bro, guys, relax. Don't get mad on my channel. It's okay. Like, you guys are mad at each other. I'm just going to put it this way. It is what it is right now. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad, guys. Like, it's no pointless for you to guys, like, hate each other, debate each other. We just need to pray that things work out. We're on a really dirty trail, guys. All of us, whether you're Christian, Hindu, Jew on my channel, no matter who you are, we're just on a really dirty road. But that's the second time I got this question. What do I do for a living? I'm a mom. I stream 2 times a week, and I work from home. Like, private journalists work from home. I go out with my friends like 2-3 times a month and things like that. In spare time, watch movies like an ordinary person and do what you're supposed to do. Have fun. Whole world is suffering except Jews, guys. Mom, hell no. Yeah, I'm a mother. You guys didn't know that? I have a cute little baby. She's 7 now, but yeah. What's your I got married a long time ago. I got married in 2000 maybe. Like, yeah, a long time ago. Oh my God, all these questions, bro. Thank you. Dude. Okay, this is what I tell all my friends who are Americans. I know there's so many people who are disagreeing with Israel right now, okay? No, I'm not a Christian, but I grew up with many Christian friends who I talk to every day. Nice to meet you, Elijah. Yes, I talked to a friend of mine who she's a retired teacher, actually. And she educates me about biblical terms, history, everything. She's a retired old teacher who's a Christian. The way I see is that... Okay, look, everything seems like a myth at first. Nothing is possible until nations agree to it, because for every nation, no matter who you are, the safety comes first. You cannot enforce a project versus another person's safety. If you are going to fight that safety, and still procedure project. That's where the war comes in. That's how I see it. Like, that's the best way I could put it. Dude, Cry King, what is your problem? You've been harassing me all day. This does it. I'm giving a warning on my channel. You need to stop, bro. I'm not an Indian. Thank you very much. I'm giving you a warning. What's with all these questions, bro? I'm Pakistani. Here, I'll talk like one to shut him up. Just watch me. कैसे हैं आप? सलाम अलैकुम. क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग? खूब मस्ती. Things like that. I am Pakistani, you retard. And this is my final warning to you. I'm serious. I'm not ashamed. Why would I be ashamed? They're just like there's such thing as American Israelis. There's American Pakistanis, American Iranians. What's with you guys? You sound, I'm not. I'm from here. My cousin serves the military, man. Come on now. My dad's sister's son serves the military. What more can you possibly know? I told you, my cousin serves the military. He's been serving it for more than 50 years to protect Americans. Guys, like, what's with you guys today? Like, seriously? Please don't be hyphenated. Oh, thank you. I'm not. I'm a very calm person on my YouTube channel. I don't take anything offensively. Oh my God. I'm not from there. How many times are you guys going to ask me that? I'm from here. My parents came there from early 60s. I wasn't born. I don't know where they're from. Do you think America will become the fourth holy... You know, I said that a while back, like months and months before I became a YouTuber. My YouTube's only a year old. I said this like a couple of my American friends that I feel like America is an empire, but in order to be an official, there's a lot of stops in the way. And to be an official empire, of course, there comes the Russians, the Chinese, and all these guys, and all these middle people who are trying to collapse in between America. And I already answered the Greater Israel question. Like I said, everybody, safety comes first. And if you are going to enforce someone's safety, that's where war comes in. It's just is that simple. So it can't be simple without the negotiation of the nations agreeing to it. I'm not Shamali. Where in the world? I'm not Shamali. What the heck? Guys, you guys are losing it today. What's wrong with y'all? I'm not Shamalian, and I have never met one Shamali so far. I'm no damn Shamali. Shamalians are 90% black, buddy. I'm not black. Have you been to Pakistan even once? When I got married, I visited like maybe once or twice. That's about it. That's about it. This is my first girl crush. Thank you. These guys, man. It don't matter. Israelis get married to Israeli girlfriends. What does that have to do with anything? I seen Indian Americans get married to people from India. What does that have to do with anything? And what does that have anything to do with you? Oh my God. Okay. Guys, I'm going to time this guy out. I gave him too many warnings and I'm going to time him out. I'm sorry. You really pushed it. And I'm telling you to not get off on this channel. Please stop annoying my subscribers with rude behavior. I have a passport. Must I show it to you? Oh, you know what? Now I'll be right back. I'm going to show it to him. Right here. Let me show it. He really pushed my button. What does this look like? Come on, do the talking. Let's talk. 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 Craig King, talk. Now, my only passport This, my ID from New York. I got a Texan one too. Renewed my passport. My other one's in the purse, which is what I went with Israel with. Right here. Now, who the heck is saying I'm what? It's no damn citizenship marriage, and time to block some people out. They pushed the button too far. Time this user out. 24 hours. There's one. There's one user. I don't know what's the deal with you guys today. This is the rudest behavior I've seen so far. But yes. Timeout. 24 hours. Okay. No more of that. I gave my warnings. I don't usually do this on my channel, but they pushed my last button. Go to my channel. Okay, there we go. No more of that. I gave my warnings. You should have listened. Seriously, bro. Like, YouTube's weird sometimes. It doesn't give me a block option, but yeah, why would he judge me, dude? If they don't like me, I'm sorry. I'm from here. I grew up here, born here, friends here, everything. Is that a threat, buddy? Skipple 2? What? Arrest me with this? What? ICE will be knocking any moment. For what? This? My cousin serves the military. What are they gonna do about it? This is ridiculous. I don't do that. I don't do this on my channel, but there's a point. Dude, let me tell you something. Why do we have lawyers in America? Why do we have lawyers in America? Why do we have attorneys? We have attorneys to verify stuff. What's the point of attorneys if you're not gonna go the lawful way and just your own personal way, dude? Like, today, I don't usually do that to any of my subscribers, but that was just way is too much. I know it is. I'm not saying it's not. But if you keep your stuff, like this, I have my renewed passport too. I'm not married to my damn cousin. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, have you lost it? Okay, I'm gonna answer this best way I can. Why would you ask me that? Am I married to my cousin? No, I'm not. I'm not. I just said no. Do you not know what no means? People these days, I tell you, they're losing it. I'm not Somalian. I'm no damn freaking from there. These people are just like losing it. And no, I'm not. Okay, how about you verify my history for me? Let's see what you know. Because it seems like you're not just taking anything I say. It's sad, bro. Like, the stuff these days, it's terrible. You're not doing anything good for your children by encouraging all this stuff. Really, it's nothing good. It's actually really bad for your children. I have never even been to Colombia. What type of a question is that? I've never seen Colombia in my life. And neither do I have any Colombian friends. Guys, what's going on with you today, bro? Like, seriously? Colombian. I've never been to Colombia. What's Colombia? I've never been to Colombia in my life, and neither have I met one Colombian friend so far, other than Valentina Gomez, who's on X platform. It's not like I never invited her to have a decent discussion, but since she don't like people, so yeah. America. I just said that. I'm from here. I do not have no secondary passport. This is my only passport which I renewed to go to Israel. What work did I used to work for attorneys. Before that, I started off with different retails. Then I did courses for beautician, being a makeup artist. And then I went to a medical school later. And then I started working for attorneys before October 7th. And then later, I participated in this work, networking and private journalism work. Yeah. I'd leave my man for you. Thank you. You Israeli? No, I'm not Israeli. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, what's with you guys today? You guys are just like losing it. I just know, end of discussion, I'm just going to put it this way, that people need to start reading history, study into things to understand the conflict better, and don't rely on internet sources. Do your own education study. It's the only way that's going to help you get through this. Only way. Do your own research, understand the conflicts, read both directions, everything. Yeah, and that's the only way you're going to get through this time. Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel from South Africa. I have someone from South Africa in the group. Yeah, he's pretty fun, smart, yeah. But right now he's been busy. He started doing his dress fashion in South Africa. And later he became busy in it, but he's part of my community. Nice to meet everyone. Like I said, I have nothing against anybody who supports Palestine. You're welcome to come here and share your vision. Nice to meet you on the channel. Logan, do you date people on skin color, or do you date people based on who they are? Nice to meet you, Kyle Anderson. Nice to meet everybody. So I want people to be prepared. I just know after midterms, we're not going to have the best result. But I want people to be prepared for what they're about to see. We're going to see some disagreements, changes. Americans not agreeing with Americans. It's because of the midterm result. So make yourself prepared. Yes, there are going to be some divides, but we got to get through this together, basically. What's your view on Israel and Palestine? Opinion on detail, no judgment. Good to meet you. Can't wait for the red title. In November, we need America first. Yes, obviously, and we need to just really get through this and make our choices wisely. Debating and hating is not going to get through this. It's the choices we make. And we have to think very accurately, precautiously, and make sure our country gets its importance back. Basically, America's always been respected. Right now, based on all this stuff, America's being hated, and I don't like it either. I know America had made smart choices and has a good atmosphere due to being supporter everywhere. We're just facing a disagreement in a chapter right now, and we need to think accurately without affecting anybody. We just need to think wisely, make wise choices, everything. And as a Muslim point of perspective, I'm not going to say anything because it's not my place. Yes, I wish Iranians free because there's American Iranians too who are fighting for the right as Americans, which is why I don't really talk about this. But whatever the president decides. So my facts about Israel is that, and Palestinian history so far, before people get into debate, please do research. Yes, just read about it, I say, okay? This stuff, if you read a little bit about, like, for example, the Hitler movement, right? Somebody educated me this. There were Muslims against Muslims in that war and Jews against Jews in that war. Same now. Jesus was not Palestinian. That's not new anymore. Everybody talks about that on X, but I just don't bring it up. It's not my place to do anything. But like, seriously, that's all I'm going to put it. If you read about the Hitler War, Jews supported Hitler, and there were Muslims who protected the Zionist Jews. Well, Hitler gave them this threat that if you do not turn the Jews, like the Zionist Jews in, they're going to be dead. You understand that. You will understand where does this divide come from. Some people use religion as an excuse, but religion has nothing to do with the Hitler regime, where he came hunting for Jews And many Jews supported that movement to eliminate the Zionist Jews, basically. Even after reading and research, people still have like a polar opposite position. It's because they don't want to, they're going by religion, okay? Let me tell you something, you are SpongeBob. There were many nations who used religion as a weapon on its own people. Russia was one of them. Venezuela, Iran is currently like that right now. And the only reason they hate the West is because the West gave its people freedom. And there are certain people, even today, who don't believe in freedom and make fun of the West. That, oh, you're not Christian enough. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. And that's what making, like, that's not another reason why Americans are looking back. Because we value freedom, while other countries make fun of, oh, you guys are too out of control. You guys are this. You guys are that. So there's a lot of things to look at. And people just don't understand. People are just going from one angle. One angle is not going to solve your problem. There's many angles. Many. To understand. Basically, I'm American. My father was born in Syria and left because how the religion. Yup, Syria goes in that circle too. Syrian was just like Venezuela, Iran, Russia at one point, and how they abused its own people. And it's still, some people still believe in that society today. Look at Afghanistan. Afghanistan doesn't have a military organization, but it wants to keep the Taliban in power because that's the only power it got, to manipulate the people. And I say to Afghans, like, do you guys even know your past? Like, you know you had a past, right? And they're so blended into the Taliban that sometimes it seems like they don't want to change. I asked many Afghans, like, don't you ever want to change your nation's regime or whatever? They don't. Of their father of the devil, liars from start to finish. Yes, those current day in Palestine. It's all about the reading. So any other questions? These are my 2 streams for this week. I always do 2 streams every week. I done one Sunday and today is Wednesday. Then I'm going to do 2 streams again next week. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know that before I start making the thumbnail. I'm going to make it a little bit later, but yeah. I just want people to be prepared for what's coming, okay? There's going to be a lot of religious scripture back and forth rotation because some people feel it's religion. A lot of politician rotation. A lot of disagreements between the politicians before the midterms. And yes, nation to nation divide disagreements. There's just too much stuff. Too much. Same with Iran in case Afghanistan also had a very... Yeah, everybody has a before and after story. It's how the leaders used religion as a weapon to abuse this people. And it's not one nation. Many nations did this shit. Many. Yes, I am, Surnash. Nice to meet you. I'm from the USA. How you doing? Okay, so I hope that settles it. And I want people to feel prepared. Okay? A lot to come by this year. And we need to stick together. We need to make wise choices. And we need to be careful how we process our actions. That's how I'm going to put it. I'm nobody to say, well, Iran should be attacked or not. Yes, if America does it, well and good. I'm just going to put it that way. Good, America made a choice to do it. If America doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just going to put it that way. Because I have to be fair to Iranian Americans too. So yeah. Take care, guys. I'm going to get ready to end the stream. And if you have any more questions for me, let me know. Aslan, respected sister, mashallah, reserved you. I mean, nice to meet you. It's not in favor in my country. Modi is using Hindu agreements. Love you. All right, guys. The citizens of government is bad. We have problems right now, Kenny. I'm not going to say everything is perfect, but we have before November, and we just need to process our stuff very accurately based on the choices we make. I'll just put it that way. If we don't need another failure, another year. So take care, guys. I would discuss it, but at the same time, if I have Muslim people on my channel, Jeanette, I don't want to offend them. I don't really talk about religious politics about anybody in respect. That's how I mix people on my channel. I don't really talk about anybody's religion. Not just mine, but anyone. Unless if I have a witness next to me who's willing to, like, you know, be a witness for their own religion. What's correct and what's not. That's how I do it. If I don't have a witness for their own religion, then I don't talk about religion. So Iranian people have fought hard enough now. Little help outside. What happened, sisters? I'm gonna get ready to end the stream because it's been an hour. But I want people to understand we need to get through this together. We need to make wise choices. Would you give your no? You know what's funny? That's one question I can answer for you before leaving, if you want to ask me in a personal point of view. In the early ages, and I learned this from many people who were teachers, actually. Because Afghanistan is fully under Taliban control. But, oh, that's because I'm talking from my phone. If I'm gonna open up my laptop, it's gonna be an echo. I had a phone call in the middle. That's probably what cut the sound, the phone call. But like, okay, so I'll recap for you guys before I close. So in ancient times, and many adults have told this, not Muslims, it was actually non-Muslims who told me this. Many religions have done early ages of child marriages. I mean, there wasn't really life in early life, just simple stuff, old-fashioned stuff, right? So many people have done, like, you know, child marriages in early of the religions. But some nations still do it today, and I can name a few. Like, for example, Afghanistan, maybe because they live under the Taliban law. I'm not sure for Syria. I won't say for Syria, but it is expected. No, I have the link to that. Mullahs want to reverse the law, but you can't. My niece just got married. She needed to be 18 before she could sign the marriage papers. She needed to be 18. She couldn't sign any marriage papers before age 18. It was a law. My niece just got married. She couldn't sign yes till she was 18. It's a law. You have to be married at least 18 years old, or you're not allowed to sign the papers for marriage. Happens in villages. Well, of course, there's always people who want to reverse and break the law. Name one country that doesn't want to break the law. Muhammad is not a role model. Again, I'm just going to put it this way. Even though people are educating it the wrong way, he's just a prophet, but he's not the chosen prophet who's going to return in the end times. That would be Isa, which would be Jesus in Arabic. He's the one who's going to leave everybody in the final hour. It's not him. It's Jesus. Jesus is one name that's selected in all religions, that he's the granted name that's supposed to return in the final hour. There's no other prophet in existence that was granted that thing. No such religion book except Jesus. My past, present, future is that any place of a religion or child marriage should be stopped. I agree. I agree. We need to move from Muslim religion and all be Christians. It doesn't matter whose religion it is, because when it comes to laws, call me dumb on this, Judaism also has similarities to Islam, like the values. So even if you do make everybody Christians, I'm just using this as an example. Let's say you make the Christianity the official law for religion. That doesn't mean that the Jews are going to agree. It's unfortunately, same for the Muslims, but the values, like, for example, Jews don't eat pork, Muslims don't eat pork. Christians don't really have like a, like for clothing. I've seen many Christians dress however they want. Maybe in different countries, like Orthodox Christians, maybe they have like a dress thing. But Jews and Muslims have like a dress law, things like that. So it's all about these things. It's not one thing. It's a lot of things. So if you were to make one religion the official religion monarch is for the country, you're still going to have problems. It doesn't matter who. There's still going to be problems. People feel like it's not, but it is. You're better off church and state separate. Otherwise, we would be the next Iran. You know how Iran killed people in religion? We would be the next Iran by granting a religion as a monarchist. It's a big mess, people doing what they want. You showed your deaf knowledge already. What deaf knowledge? I'm not saying I reject Jesus. I never said I did. Did I not just say that a few minutes ago? Oh, yeah, okay, you know what, Michael? Let me ask you this. What religion was Venezuela under? No, I respect all Christians. I talk to Christians every day. Why on earth would I not respect Christians? I talk to them literally every day and hang out with them. So Michael, you know that Venezuela was under Latin Christianity, right? You should read about them, that during the Latin Christianity, before even Maduro, they were beaten, they were abused, and if they spoke anything against the government, they were sexually abused as well, just like Iran. And if they said anything about it, they would be sent to jail. Still no talks about Modi killing. I don't talk about India because I would rather have somebody Indian say it themselves. Why would I bring up India? Who am I to say anything about India? I don't bring that stuff up. Islam have a lot of kindred, but so you can't cancel us because everyone got their part to contribute. Yes, I can agree to that. Look, there's a good side and a bad side based on how nations present it. Russia is Orthodox Christianity. It never did anything good to its people until UN jumped in. It beaten up females. It refuses to let female have any types of power. Yeah. No, I'm neither. I'm just telling you how the country has done these things. I'm an American. I've studied this stuff. I'm telling you how the countries have did this shit to its people using political power in religion or something else. Yeah, read about it. Go read. Type, I'm going to give it to you right now. Michael, open up ChatGPT or Google or even YouTube and type how Venezuelan people were treated and what religion were they under. And you'll see it. I'm telling you. It's Latin Christian. Latin Christianity. They were Christians. They were not Muslims. It wasn't our religion. It was Latin Christianity. Any other questions? Any other questions before I exit out? As your smoke alarm beeping? No, I have to get ready to close out my stream. Today has been a long, fun stream with y'all. Yes, I had some people just come out of nowhere, just attack me, but that's all right. I'm a calm streamer. I manage. I only block people when they go too far, but yeah. Go watch some documentaries. Reading would take a little more patience there. Yes, I read about everything. And I told you. And why do you think I debate against the Muslim Brotherhood movement? I hate it. I despise it. I refuse to support it because of what I've seen Iran do, what Venezuela has done, what Russia has done, what happened to Syria. I don't support these type of things in religion. That's the thing. So any other questions before I close out the stream? If you have for me, before I click that X button, but yeah. Tune in next time, guys. Like I said, I do 2 streams a week, and I'll be back next week. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye. How hectic day today, but it was fun. See ya.